welcome back to my channel. It has been what, 2 weeks that I haven't posted, or maybe a little bit more, but I am going to hit 4 weeks post-op this Thursday. Yeah, this Thursday. And there's so much to update you guys, and that's why I needed to do a video. So I have not been feeling well. I ended up having to go to my doctor's office. If I didn't, I would have ended up in the emergency room because I was severely dehydrated. Look at my lips. I mean, I'm putting on chapstick. I'm trying my best. But when I tell you guys that I was so dehydrated, I almost ended up in the ER, but my doctor caught it on time. I went to the office and they put fluids through an IV. I felt better. And I'll post a picture here. I'm finally healing from, they couldn't find my veins. They could not find a good vein. You know, they only tried on this arm, thank God, and they finally found it. They didn't want to mess with all of my arms, but it was bad. This bruise, it was just bad. And then I had really bad nausea. I mean, I'm feeling a little better now. I started feeling better yesterday because after they drew my blood, then they did the IV, right? The blood work came back on Monday and the doctor was like, how are you feeling? And I said, I'm feeling better when it comes to the hydration, but I'm so nauseous. I'm waking up nauseous. I'm going to sleep nauseous. It's not going away. They gave me Zofran and all that stuff. Nothing was working. And she said, I know why. Your vitamin B1 is so low and your thiamine, something like that, is so low. We need you to start injecting the B1 at home. And then after that, I have to do that for 3 days. They want me to start the vitamin B1 in tablet form. Well, that was on Monday. She put the order in immediately. I go in the afternoon to my pharmacy and they didn't have it ready. They were out of stock actually. And it's already Wednesday and they have not received it. So my doctor is like, okay, start the tablet form. She told me yesterday, start the tablet form. And as soon as you get that into the pharmacy, we will schedule you to come in and have a nurse show you how to do it. So for these 4 weeks, I have been feeling miserable. And, you know, people around me are like, oh, it's gonna get better. Oh, you know, that's normal. Guys, the nausea I was having, I knew something was up, but I don't know because I've never had weight loss surgery before. So people were like, oh yeah, nausea is normal, just sip slower. I sip very slow. I barely sip. This is why I'm dehydrated. Or maybe, you know, eat slower. I wasn't eating. I was just taking my liquids, my protein shakes and all that. So, and I was doing it very slow. So I'm so glad that my doctor was able to figure out what's been happening, because I took the tablet yesterday in the morning and then I took one today. And even though there's a little bit of discomfort, it's nothing compared to what I've been feeling these last 3.5 weeks. Yes, baby. I'm coming. I shared that I have lost 30 pounds. So you can't really see. This is not the best, but this shirt is big on me already. My arms, I need to work out. You know, I do want to work out. I just can't work out like really heavy right now. Just, you know, at least walking. If I could do starting off 20 minutes a day and then gradually make it to an hour is kind of what they recommend. And I have been walking every day. Plus I'm a mom and I'm running around with my kids and doing this and that. So I think that I've been somewhat active, but I could be more. It's just that because I have not felt well, I think that was stopping me a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Now I'm feeling a little better. Also, I started my soft food diet and I wanted to show you an example of what I am having. This has lasted, so I had this for breakfast, but it is now 12 p.m. and this is the same thing. I only had a little bit. So I have cottage cheese and a scrambled egg. Now, this scrambled egg is from McDonald's, and it's because my husband went to McDonald's and he was like, do you want anything? And I'm like, you know what? Can you get me a scrambled egg and a sausage? Now the sausage, I have it right here. I'll show you guys. This needs to be cut up very, very, very small. And, you know, when I was in the puree, this would have needed to be blended, you know, type of thing. But because I'm already on the soft, I just started soft, I need to cut it really, really, really small to see if I'm able to eat it. Now, of course, cooking at home is the best, and that's what I've been eating. I've been eating home food, in the puree diet, all home. This is like the first time I'm having something, I guess you could say, that is not necessarily from the house, but it's still within the consistency that it needs to be. And again, this is from breakfast, and I literally took just a few bites, and it's now 12 p.m. and I'm gonna take a couple more bites now. So, you know, I can't eat a lot, you know. I guess that's the whole point of the diet, is, you know, portion control. But especially at the beginning, when you're trying to heal your stomach, you have to eat slow, chew a lot, the best you can, because gas is real. Gas pain was so bad for me too when I first had the surgery. I don't even think I've updated you guys, but the gas pain was so bad. I was walking in the hospital, I was turning to my sides, I even lifted my legs, but the gas pain was bad. So if no one's ever told you that you can have gas pain after your surgery, no one told me until the day of the surgery. This really nice tech, was she a tech? Yes, I think she was a tech. She says, you're gonna be fine, just know that you're probably gonna have a lot of gas pain, so walk. Like, just walk a lot. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right. I'm thinking I'm gonna be in pain because of the incisions. I'm not necessarily thinking about that. The incisions were fine. I only had one incision that was the most, I guess, achy, and that's where they said they took the stomach out. It was like the biggest incision. But other than that, it was the gas pain. I was like, what is this? It would go up into my chest, into the upper part of my shoulder. Oh my gosh, it was just painful. But that is basically the only complaints I have with the surgery. It's the gas pain that I had. For the first, like, I would say week, I had gas pain. Then the severe nausea that I experienced, I was miserable. And the only thing I could compare it to is if you have ever had severe nausea or morning sickness during pregnancy, I would compare, I guess, to that. That's how bad the nausea was. Like, and it was from the moment I would wake up to the moment I go to sleep. Today I woke up feeling a little better, and I'm just so happy that I guess it's because the doctor was right, you know? And yeah, that's really basically my biggest concern. Oh yeah, and the liquids, dehydration, you have to drink. And my thing was, because I can't drink a lot, one. Two, the nausea was severe. Nothing I drank helped it. I became dehydrated. And like I said, guys, I'm trying my best to get my lips back to hydration because they're so bad. I've never had this before like this. And I could be like out and I'm like constantly reapplying chapstick. So when it comes to food, I'm naturally letting my body guide me. I'm not necessarily, now that I'm 4 weeks, counting every little thing. I was the first like 3 weeks, but now, like, starting the soft, I know I need to eat protein. Protein is priority, and fluids. So yes, I could have like a mushed up banana, or now at this point I could probably cut it up really small, but that's not necessarily a priority, for example. But like eggs and cottage cheese, which is what I have here. I like to pair cottage cheese with egg. That's protein on protein. And because I'm having such small amounts, it doesn't bother me. Another thing that, you know, helps me out too is the sugar-free popsicles. That I could tolerate very well. It's refreshing, and it is considered, you know, part of your fluid. So sugar-free popsicles are like my favorite thing ever. Shakes, they still want you to try your best to supplement with shakes because they know that you're not really eating a lot of protein. Like I said, this is from breakfast. I saved it and now it's 12 and now I'm about to, you know, take a few more bites of it. I personally want to, as soon as I can, gradually get away from so many protein shakes, and I want to be able to eat more foods. I want my protein to come from actual foods. So it's been a bit difficult, but it has to do a lot with the fact that I've tried different shakes. I've tried Premier, I've tried the Fairlife, I've tried the one from Aldi's, I tried the Slim Fast, and those are all shakes that I liked pre-VSG. Post-VSG, I'm sorry, the only one that I didn't try pre-VSG was Fairlife. But pre-VSG, all those were fine to me. I could have them. Post-VSG, I did not like any of them. The only one that I can tolerate is Fairlife and Herbalife shakes, because Herbalife shakes pre and post, they just always hit so delicious. And those are the only two shakes that I would say that I can tolerate, meaning like that I like the way it tastes. It's the Fairlife or Herbalife, but Herbalife takes priority over that because it just really does hit every time. So I have been debating, and my friend actually let me try Fairlife. She gave me a few bottles and I was like, oh yeah, now I see why everyone recommends it, because it is good. I just have a problem with how expensive it is. It's like 12 bottles for like almost $30. And Herbalife, you can spend like $40 for a shake. You spend a little bit more, but it lasts a month. So, or 21 days, depends on how many times a day you drink the shake. If I'm drinking it once a day, it'll last me about a month. So yeah, I'm thinking just, you know, ordering my Herbalife, but I definitely have been debating on which one I want to do. But I think I'm just going to do Herbalife because I know for a fact I love Herbalife shakes. They've always been my favorite thing. If you are here from a long time ago, you know that Herbalife is always a staple in my home. I still have products, Herbalife products, that I can't necessarily take right now, because the ones that I have at home I can't take right now because I can't have caffeine. So like some of my tea packets, you know, they do have caffeine in it, but Herbalife sells one with no caffeine. So when I order, I'm probably just gonna order that one because it still tastes good. But yeah, guys, that is my update regarding my VSG. I finally can make a video because I'm finally feeling okay to make it. Before, I haven't even read. I've been like just, it almost felt like depression wanted to like come in. Like I didn't want to regret the surgery. I was having moments of like, why did I do this to myself? You know, like maybe I should have just tried harder, or tried, you know, maybe I've tried so many things. I've tried myself to do counting calories, portion control. I've done all of that, and I always go back, and that is, I would remind myself of that and remind myself that this is why I decided to commit to having weight loss surgery, because I don't want to have sleep apnea forever. I don't want to you know, have the symptoms of the IIH. I don't want to have pre-diabetes turn into diabetes. I actually really want my pre-diabetes to normalize, so I don't even have that. And I realized that, no, Carla, you did the right thing for you. It's just that you're struggling right now, and it's okay. So I'm just so happy that my surgeon, you know, reached out to me, and we were able to get me in for the IV, and now the medication for the B1 and all that. I will show you guys, my next video is going to be me going, or I'm going to try to include it, is me going to the doctors and having the injection. I update TikTok a little bit more than I do here on YouTube. I love YouTube, but YouTube for me, the way I was feeling, I just wasn't up for a whole long video. But yeah, guys, I've lost 30 pounds and I'm on a bit of a stall right now. I've lost 30 pounds. I haven't lost anything else. And I heard that's very normal. So I just have to walk a little bit more. I want to get a little bit more active. And that's the next step. So since I'm feeling a little better, that's probably going to start happening very soon. That's my son. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching today's video. I am going to eat a little bit more. And if you guys have any questions, or if you guys are curious about anything, comment down below. You guys know I'm very new to this whole weight loss journey world, but if I can help you with something, I wouldn't mind. I am an open book. I'm pretty honest and transparent. Also, I just want to let you know that if you're on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, you might get a whole bunch of different information when it comes to weight loss surgery. So take all the information you can take, that's great, but always go with what your doctor recommends for you. So with that being said, I will catch you in the next video, and yeah, guys, see you next time.